How often do you go to a party?
I usually go. How often do you go to a party?
I go to parties sometimes. How often do you eat Italian food?
I have never eaten Italian food. How often do you eat Italian food?
I usually eat Italian food on the weekends. How often do you run in the park?
I run sometimes. How often do you run in the park?
I run in the park frequently when I have to walk my dog. How often do you cook for your friends?
I usually cook with them. How often do you cook for your friends?
I almost never cook for my friends. How often do you wake up at 10 a.m.?
I almost never wake up at 10 a.m. How often do you wake up at 10 a.m.?
I hardly ever wake up at 10 a.m. Do you often play tennis?
I never play tennis. How do you often play tennis?
Sometimes I practice tennis. How do you often visit your cousins?
I sometimes visit my cousin. How often do you visit your cousin?
I almost never visit my cousins. How often do you speak English at home?
I almost never speak English in my home. How often do you speak English at home?
Usually because I take English classes at home. How often do you go to the movies?
I usually go to the movies. How often do you go to the movies?
I hardly ever go to the movies. How often do you play Barbies?
I never play Barbies. How often do you play Barbies?
I never play Barbies anymore.